And welcome back. Mount Sinai's Empower program engages with clinical research so they can better understand the reasons for distress in food allergic individuals as well as their families. Now, as a part of the program, our next guest and his colleagues have learned there are some concerns about a new school year, which the pandemic has only heightened. Joining us now and to giving us more details is the chief of the Division of Behavioral and Developmental Health at Mount Sinai Kravis Children's Hospital, Dr. Eyal Shemesh. And Dr. Shemesh, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for choosing this topic. I am passionate about it, and I'm really happy that you have chosen to speak about this.
Well, I want to talk about food allergies because we know a lot of parents have to deal with this. Children have to deal with this going back to school. And let's talk about, first of all, how big of a problem is it for those persons in families that are dealing with food allergies?
So I think there are about 10% of the population might be dealing with food allergy at some point in their life. So it's not an unusual thing to have a food allergy. And I must say up front, the food allergic child has food allergy, but otherwise they're fine. And the message should be they're fine, but for the specific thing that they need to avoid. They're not different from each other. They can expect a full and fulfilling life. So let's not forget that. There are a few things they need to do, but other than that, they are like anybody, and they should be feeling that they are like anybody.
You should be feeling like you're anybody, but the fact is that when it comes to food allergies, sometimes children do not feel that way. There's, this
That's right.
there's an emotional disconnect, right? Talk to us about what some of the things that we're seeing between children and families that are happening emotionally that maybe the general population doesn't really know about.
Right. So again, thank you for this question. I just said what it is, but you're right that very frequently this is not the case, or not the case entirely. And what we have realized is that the food allergy itself actually rarely happens. The child is not walking around having allergic reactions all the time. That's a very rare event in the life of most of them, or all of them almost. What they do walk around with is being nervous about the next episode. And so the nervousness is a constant thing that stays with them, whereas the allergy itself is less present, interestingly enough. So the emotional aspects of food allergy are, in my view, perhaps one of the most important issues in general with food allergy is the emotional aspect, not even the allergy itself. And I think that it is very hard to live with the idea that you can be exposed to something that's life-threatening, and it is hard, and it is stressful, and it can lead to all kinds of issues, from being anxious, as a general level, to even not doing well at school, and having issues with the peer group. I would like to not forget that the parents are a part of it also, and they may, and even many times, it's not unusual that the parent has more anxiety than the child. I can review some of my research, but I would like to know if there's anything else you'd like to ask before I go on.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to talk about parents for a minute because it's not just a child, as you said. It's a parent, and a parent has to really deal with this. Sometimes parents are evasive because they feel a certain way about their child having a food allergy, and there's a sense of embarrassment, things of that nature. But what can a parent do to help ease a child and also make sure their child is being put in the best proper position going to school?
Well, the first thing is be aware of yourself. One of our studies, we gave the same exact questionnaire about stress to about 1,000 people who just had a heart attack, and to 250 parents of children with food allergy. And guess what? Having a child with food allergy was more stressful. So I think that this is very important to recognize and to say, hey, as a parent, I'm stressed, and that's okay. You know, some stress is absolutely normal and acceptable, and don't be stressed about the fact that you're stressed. I think this is the one really important message. Don't be concerned about the fact that you're stressed. It is most of the times normal, and that's what makes you effective. Now, with regards to the child, there are a few things that I would say could help as you prepare for the new school year. Bullying suggests that during the pandemic, and this is really interesting, there was less physical bullying. If you think about it, obviously, because kids were not at school. And when they do go back to school, all of a sudden they may be exposed again. So there are a few things that I would like to say about what happens when a child with food allergy does get harassed or bullied. First of all, it is not common. Don't, please, the parents who have food allergic kids who look at this, don't look at it as though that my child, oh my God, my child's going to school and they're going to be bullied and it's bad. No, it's good for the child to go to school. It's not common that they're bullied. But when they are, what we found that was surprising to us is that the parent many times did not know. So the first thing is, please make it clear to the child that if they are being threatened with a food, they are being harassed because of their allergy, tell the parent and create the environment where telling the parent is fine. It's not tattling. It's just saying, this is what happened today at school. That's one. You should want to know and you should tell the child, absolutely important that you tell me. The second is, at the time the child is threatened, this could be indeed life-threatening. You know, that unfortunately, if you attack a child with a peanut who's allergic to peanut, it could be really, it could escalate. So tell the child, these are the things they need to do. First of all, disengage. Do not engage with the bully. Do not ignore the bully either, though, but go and tell an adult. It is not the child's, the food allergic child's responsibility to handle the bully. It is not something that they can not think about, forget about it, you know, move on. No, you disengage and you tell an adult, and it's the adults who need to deal with it. I hope this is clear.
Yeah, very, very clear. But before we go, I want to talk about the services that you provide and allow our viewers to have an opportunity to find out how they can tap in to some of the services that you're able to provide for them.
Well, that's very nice of you to ask. I'm a part. Our program is a part of the Jaffe Food Allergy Institute at Mount Sinai, and what we are doing for our patients, and then you have to be a patient of our institute, is we provide free consultations with me or with a psychologist that help the parents and the children identify issues that they may have. They can be referred by a clinician or they can refer themselves. Now, for people who are not our patients, what we also do is we participate in organizations such as patient organizations and give talks. We developed a brochure and we do research that's available to all about the topics that we have discussed.
Well, Dr. Shemesh, we're going to have to leave it there, but a lot of information that you gave us today was very helpful. And I'm hoping that people will actually take advantage and reach out to you. But thank you for clearing some things up and bringing some things to light that maybe we don't know about food allergies. Dr. Eyal Shemesh, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. I love to be taken advantage of. Please do. all of us.
We love having you too. And I wanted to let our viewers know, if you want more information, don't hesitate. Please go to the website. The website is mountsinai.org. And then also you can follow them on social media at Mount Sinai NYC. Well, we encourage you, don't go anywhere. We've got more open coming up right after this.